Real salty living back from Mexico. Heading to the camp. Got Nicole, myself, and we got Sky. Sky, come here. Come say hi. Say hi, Sky. You ready to go to the camp? Huh? You ready to go to the camp? So yeah, we're heading to the camp. I'm gonna be installing a new inverter. I'm not going to fish so much. We're going to work. I got a new inverter that can handle all my solar panels. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that to make the camp great again. Everything's good right now, but I want to make it better. I got 8 solar panels. I can only accommodate 6 with that inverter that I have. So we're gonna take y'all along, but we're gonna go ahead and launch the boat, and then we're gonna show you how to install the inverter and show you a little something about the solar system. Also got some PEX because that last freeze we had, of course, I had broken water lines, so I'm doing away with the water, the PVC, and we're going all PEX. So I'm tired of the bullshit, and we're gonna fix it. Here's the junction box right here. It's gonna be the switches, just to switch over the battery to generator, you know, to make it easy instead of unplugging cables. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. We're gonna go ahead and launch the boat, and we'll see y'all at the camp.
Hey guys, we're launching the boat. Watch this little bougie contraption he's got.
Watch how this thing works. Voila. Look.
Y'all need to get y'all one like that. All right, y'all stay tuned.
How about you? Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. Fall over now. You're gonna be on camera. Look.
Yeah.
Damn current's pushing.
Watch him out.
Trying to get that back.
Wait.
worry about the troll motor, it's good. Ooh, the water's low. Water's low. The current's ripping, moving out quick. Alright, we're good. Alright, I'm gonna go check on the camp and you unload everything, huh?
No. You always do that.
Scratching for a rat. Where's that rat? Huh? Where's that rat? Alright, so we hadn't been here in over a month. When's the last time we came here? Me and Colby came, huh? Look at that. What's great about solar? Freezer still on. Refrigerator still good. Let's see if the freezer's still working. Yep, still got ice. Love it. See where the solar panels are. See, this is what I'm gonna be changing out. I'll be changing out that blue inverter. It only handles up to 250 volts. So that don't even accommodate all 8 of my panels. As you can see, I did a battery monitor right there. We are at 100% on the batteries. So I'm gonna integrate all of these batteries into that battery monitor. And instead of unplugging all of this and switching it over from generator power to charge the batteries and to switch it back to solar, it's all going to be on switches. So that's what I plan on doing. And I'm going to be adding a junction box right here. This junction box is going to be coming off. That inverter is going to be coming off. And I'm going to clean up all that wiring. It'll take 2 or 3 days to do it, but I'll get it done. But for right now, we got to go unload. I put a fake snake right there for Nicole, but she didn't fall for it. What you see? What you see? Huh? Where is it? Huh? Go get it. Where is that? That rat chewed a hole through my wood. And that's what she smells. There's a little nest underneath here somewhere. What'd you smell? Huh? What'd you smell? You're doing a good job, man.
You better come help.
I got to tend to the solar.
No, the solar's working, remember?
Huh?
We were on your video. It worked.
Yes, I got to go help. Alright. We'll get back with y'all after. She'll get mad at me.
Come on, get him. Don't let him go because I'm over here on top of the chair. What kind is it? Come on, get him on the head.
You gotta calm down.
You're supposed to. Huh? You think I'm going that close? Nope. You were supposed to get him on the head. Hey, you want me to get him on the head with the paddle?
Yeah, get him on the head with the paddle.
No, I'm not going that close. If you keep him that way, I can get him. Bro, I didn't even do this.
I gotta secure his head so I can cut it off.
I ain't never did this at my own camp.
He ain't going nowhere.
Okay, people, I gotta put my phone down for a second. Hold on.
Yeah, bro.
Right behind his head, you gotta get him.
I know. You gotta calm down a little bit. You trying to get away?
You ain't getting away, buddy. Not today. Get him.
Stop moving, Doc. There we go. Now you done.
No, his tongue's still coming out. I'm not sleeping by the wall tonight.
Never seem to get around to
You're
it.
getting there.
Chase has financial guidance.
Getting close.
Really? At home or in person.
Ain't quite there,
That's
but
guidance from Chase.
look at the mess. Look at the mess. Look at this big battery up. Look at the mess everywhere.
Introducing 2 new Baja Chipotle subs featuring our world famous Baja Chipotle sauce. Listen, that's the Baja Chipotle talking. Well, it's actually me talking, but you know what I mean. Find your fresh with the new Baja Chipotle collection at Subway.
Gonna work. We got Nicole cooking something over here.
Bang bang shrimp tacos.
Bang bang shrimp. And what we got over here?
Ball
we got
shrimp
some ball
and
shrimp
weenies.
and some wieners. It's gonna be good. Sky. Sky. You want some shrimp? You want some shrimp? Hmm? Here's what I did for the last day and a half. Here's the new solar system. I added this panel. I designed this panel myself. I'm still testing, so it ain't all together yet. But this is the EG4 6000 XP inverter, which can handle all 8 of my solar panels. So I got all 8 of my solar panels tied into it, which that is not even right, but I'm still calibrating everything right now. But before I had to unplug wiring and blah blah blah, but now I got switches where I can just switch it over from solar to generator to charging with the charger. That's my 48 volt charger, and hopefully we don't have to run the generator anymore. But here's the inside the panel. Here's what I got. It's unfinished, you know. What I got right here is 110. I'm gonna put an outlet here. This is the 220 for the solar charger, and you can see it right here. I don't even know if I'm gonna have to use it. So I was just gonna route the charger up through here and plug it in here instead of having to plug it in right here where you got the wire running across the counter. I didn't want all of that, but so I got my PV input coming in through here up to here, right? And then I got my batteries, all three of my batteries, which, you know, I got 3 batteries. I got one here. I got one 103 amp hour battery here. Another 103 amp hour battery there. And this big battery right here is 280 amp hours. You know, so altogether I got 486, you know, amp hours of battery power, and I got it all tied in right here. So I got these 3 batteries in parallel. This one, and that one down there. All 3 of these are tied in parallel and feeding the inverter. So this particular inverter, it requires at least 100 amp hours of battery power to even power it up. So if you ever get a EG4 mini, EG4 inverter, 6000 XP, you got to have at least 100 amp hours of battery. Just FYI. So what I did was built this panel so everything can be switched over, right? I got the right here what I have, you know, I got a shunt trip, which also is a battery monitor, so I can monitor my batteries, which this is incorrect right now. I don't have it programmed. I'm still working on it. And this switch right here, I need to label it. This is going to be just a battery charger switch. And this switch, I can either swap from battery 1, which is the big battery. Battery 2 is the 2 small batteries, the 203 amp hour batteries. Or I can swap to all 3 batteries right here at the bottom, and I can charge all 3 batteries at the same time off of my MPPT charge controller that's built into this EG4 inverter, you know. Which, you know, as you can see, I got a sub panel here. My main panel is up here. You know, that was the original panel that came with the camp that my dad put in. And I had to build a sub panel because I needed more breakers. So I got a sub panel here. And I'm still doing testing, so this isn't a final product. So bear with me, don't hate me, because you know, that's just the way it happens. You gotta test everything and make sure, you know, before. The problem is with this, if you can look, if you see right there, you know, the ground and the neutrals used to all be bonded, because you don't have a separate ground, you know, isolated ground and isolated neutral. Everything's together, and that's the problem with this mini split. I mean, not with the mini split, with the EG4 inverter, and that's the problem with it, you know. So I got to separate all of these for it to not overload. It feels like it wants to overload, and it's giving it certain faults. But I'm gonna fix all of that. But right now, I'm just testing, you know. And this is a camp. This is an off-grid cabin. It's not like it's at my house where I gotta have, you know, certain rules. You can see this neutral. I didn't think I needed a neutral bond. So I just ran it from the sub panel to the inverter because I needed that for the inverter to kick on. And right now, the old inverter can only handle 6 panels, which I got 320 watt panels, and they each put out about 40 volts each. And you know, 6 times 4, you know, is 240 volts, which was at the maximum voltage of my last inverter. So I had to get rid of that inverter to handle all of my panels. So this one can handle 480 volts, I think, and it can handle all 8 of them. So the batteries will charge faster, and that's the faster these batteries charge, the less time I have to run a generator. So the less gas I gotta bring, and the more efficient I can be. So, you know, that's what I'm working on. So, and then we're eating at the same time. Nicole got this nice badass looking taco right here. That's a big taco.
That's why I only made you one. If you want another one, I'll make you another one.
One's good.
I'll never
One's
eat all
good.
that. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
Sky might eat half of it, huh, Sky? Who's Sky?
I'll probably take 2 bites in before.
Day 3, being at the camp, and we had quite an eventful morning.
Yes, we did.
Well, we got a bad storm rolling through, so I came to the camp just to work on the solar system, which we got the solar system working. Check it out. I put a whole new inverter, the 6000 XP, so I got all of that done, and we were going to get out of here because they have a bad storm rolling through this morning. So we got up early to pack up, load up. I went outside and my fucking boat was underwater. Yep, sure was. Completely underwater. So what it was, they got what they call scuppers on these boats. And it's for the self-bailing hull. And the scuppers are supposed to act as a check valve. Well, obviously, they're not working. This whole boat was underwater. I didn't get a chance to video it because we were in panic trying to bail everything out, you know, but we got everything loaded up. And I got all the water out, but it was completely underwater. The cowling was right up at the cowling, the water. So the whole boat was underwater. Me and Nicole got on one side. We get some buckets and started bailing. I turned my bilge pump on. Of course, I don't have the automatic bilge. I bought one, but I didn't install it because I didn't think I would have this problem yet. But yeah, so the whole boat was underwater. And I could probably run it. I do have a water separator, but being that the gas tank was underwater, I said I don't want to start my motor because, you know, they probably got salt water in my gas tank. And yeah, that'll just go into my injectors, clog my injectors, and maybe burn up my power head. So I don't want to do that. So I got to call Water Patrol. So we're going to watch our tax dollars go to work. And they're going to tow us in. And we got a bad storm coming. So we was actually already supposed to be at the beach. But here we are, waiting on Water Patrol. Unbelievable. First time this has ever happened to me. But first time for everything. What you think about it?
That was scary.
Your back hurts from bailing water?
Yes.
Ah, Lord. Yeah. So, but anyhow, I'm going to go show you the solar system that I got. This is 8 320 watt solar panels. And I got all of them hooked up now. And these solar panels are feeding that inverter, which you can see on my cables. I had to hook everything up. Actually, I had 3 of them running my my EG4 mini split, which is a hybrid. So it runs off of solar during the day and 240 at night. It pulls from the batteries at night. So yeah, so I got a line that runs from all 8 of these panels over to the inverter. And the inverter's got its own MPPT charge controller, which charges the batteries when the sun's out. Even when the sun's not out, and you can see this is blinking right here. That means when this is blinking, that's how it's blinking. It's charging the battery. See, I'm putting in 6 amps right now. Only 400 watts of power because it's cloudy. But yeah, once you get a good sunny day, these batteries will charge in about half a day. All three of them. This thing will run the whole camp. It'll run everything. You know, you won't have to turn anything off. You can run the microwave. I tried to trip it. I had the microwave running. I had the water pump running. I had the toaster running, and I had the coffee maker running, and it handled all of it. That's all I need. So, but yeah, we're fixing to get out of here. Waiting on Water Patrol. We might even film the Water Patrol guys, give them an interview.
First time I get to ride with them. Hope it's the last.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So now I just put 60 gallons of gas in that boat too. And now I got to drain all of that out. That's all done. That gas is ruined. I'm sure they got salt water in there. So, you know, that is what it is. At least I'm not starting my motor and blowing my power head. So that's the main thing. I'm going to get towed in. I'm going to swallow my pride and have to get towed in for the first time.
Well, our ride is here. Walking the shame.
What's up, fella? How you doing, man? Could be better.
Yep, a lot better. All packed up. Uber's here.
The Uber?
The Uber.
I'm gonna let it float out.
Sky, come here. Sky, over here.
What y'all want to do? Y'all want me to just let it float out? Spin it running around? Go motor work. What? I hope it does.
And that way you can get right here.
Yeah, I can get out in the middle.
Yeah, it'll probably be easier.
Yeah, let me get out in the middle with the troll motor.
Need me to unhook the back one?
Make sure his engine's straight. Just make sure it's straight.
Go for it, course. We go for it.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'm glad the tide was a little low. It's coming in now. So the boat was actually sitting on the bottom, so it couldn't sink anymore at the dock. Yeah. If it was a little bit deeper, the whole boat would have been underwater.
Paper. Yeah, I'll get them to fill that out for me.
God, where we at? Huh? Where we at? You like this boat, huh? You got all kind of room.
Yeah, look like my dog. We got a black flag.
No, we getting towed in by the water patrol. I got a little YouTube channel, man.
Okay. Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Man, this is the second time we're on YouTube. Been famous.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, say your name.
What was his name? Stanley Seaman. Yeah.
Stanley Saban?
Yeah, the dude that makes the bakes and stuff.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah.
had us on Facebook.
Yeah.
And YouTube. Go in the airboat for that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. It's called Real Salty Living. I just do some fishing videos, you know. When we were killing the speck, man. We killed the specks this fall.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Until the freeze.
Yeah.
Until we got snow for.
Yeah, that was bad.
Unbelievable. Oh, the fish that were dead on the banks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Especially
Everywhere.
mine.
Reds. I didn't think I thought the reds can handle it, but
Right.
no, it was more
It
reds
was
than
bad in
speck.
Montague and Poinsett. Oh,
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh, it's bad. After that, I didn't get a bite, so I just come out here to work on my camp. That's all. We've been here for 3 days. It floated good for 2.
Yeah.
2 out of the 3.
22 foot Bluewave.
22 foot.
And, that's your boat?
Yeah. Old Bluewave getting towed in. My buddy Brent, he's always running out of gas or breaking down, and I'm always towing him in. He's gonna love to see me getting towed in.
Like my dog. You look like my dog.
He's a big
I got
baby.
3 dogs.
You got 3?
I got
I would have more, but
got
you
a
know.
doodle, a black lab. They damn near identical.
Oh yeah, black
What
lab.
you gonna do? I got the doodle, the black lab, and then I got a pit
Right.
back door.
Oh yeah. Like a big kid, man.
I told him, we ain't getting no more dogs.
Yeah, one's enough for me. Oh, baby. Ah.
Good, you want less more out.
Hang on, step.
Well, we made it to the launch. Now, with all this wind, let's see how we're going to get this boat onto this trailer. Wind is like 22 mile an hour, gusting at 40. Not a fun day. right, guys, that's a wrap for now. Stay tuned to see the damage.
Alright guys, we made it.
Finally.
We made it. We got the boat hooked up to the trailer and we are heading back to the house. I got some work to do to the boat before I can start my motor, unfortunately. But we're heading back down the bayou. Let's check the bayou. We're at the end of the road here in South Louisiana. Up to do, and I think the reason my boat sunk, you see these damn things here, that's called scuppers, and that's supposed to be a check valve. I guess this little flapper acts as a check, so if you know about it, let me know, because I have no idea. And this is for the self-bailing hull. This is where your rainwater comes out instead of going into your bilge area, and I think this is where your no, we got some other ones underneath here, some other holes. That's where the live wells come out, so you don't put all that fishy water inside your bilge area. And for some reason they're leaking, and my whole boat was underwater this morning when we woke up. Terrible. So I didn't want to start the engine, so I ended up getting towed in by the water patrol. Yeah, so I didn't mess up my motor, so I just put 60 gallons of gas in this damn thing, and now I gotta take it all out and throw the shit in the garbage. Ain't that something? So, but anyhow, before we close out this video, I got a new toy that I want y'all to see. I'll have to check this out. So when you're backing up boats in tight areas, especially heavy boats, y'all might want to get one of these. Check it out. Like my little toy. So, if y'all interested, this is what it looked like. It's Trailer Valley. I was actually going to invent this, but somebody beat me to it. So I had to get one, test it out. And it's good for, I mean, I can back up a boat or a camper and up a gnat's ass, but, you know, it just makes it so much easier. You're not fighting in big, heavy boats. So, check this out. This is what happens when your boat sinks. Unbelievable. You gotta tear the whole damn thing apart. So, I'm still looking for the leak, which that's in progress, but I had to take the fuel filters off. Got another fuel filter inside of here. That fuel filter's going. All that gas, that was like 40 gallons that I had in here. I had to pull it out of there. See that cover? I had to expose the gas tank, 60-gallon gas tank, and pull all the gas out and put it in here. And I didn't know if that gas tank was sealed, but it was underwater, so I didn't want to start my motor. So I pulled all the gas out of there and put it in here, and all the gas actually looked good. I pulled both my fuel filters, the one on the engine, and then my water separator. Pulled this one, poured the gas out in this little container here, and it don't look too bad. It don't look too bad. But all three of my batteries underneath my console for my troll motor, all of that was underwater. Everything was underwater. I had to spray it off with some salt water, you know, spray to to get all the salt water off and then spray it down with some corrosion in every connector inside that hatch, every connector in here. You know. Now I gotta go get some fuel filters and change the fuel filters and then put 60 gallons worth of gas back in it. Unbelievable. Now if you can see in here, I took the old filter off and I'm about to put the new water separator filter. And what I want to do is take this and I'm gonna pump, this is the remaining gas from the tank. I'm gonna pump all of this out into a container to make sure I am clear of water. I don't want any salt water going into my motor, so I'll go ahead and do that. And if you can see down there, way down here is where the bilge pump is located. Now if you got to change the bilge pump in a Bluewave, trust me, I think they made them better, but this is a 2015. But there's no way to get to that son of a bitch. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna figure it out. I want to take the remaining gas and pump this in here. Make sure this is all clear. I don't have nothing left in here. Oh shit! Got gas all over me. That's the last of the gas. And that's the last of the gas inside the tank. And honestly, I don't see any water. I don't see any water inside of it. So that's a good thing. I'll go ahead and install the fuel filter. Water separator filter. I'm gonna hook everything back up. This is fun working on a boat, let me tell you. Water separator filter back on. I had to cut the clamp off on the hose, so I got a new hose clamp. That's a handy little tool right there. Applying. Alright. That fuel filter is installed. Install the one on the motor, which is going to be this guy here. Take this off. See? No filter. Open the new filter. And we're going to stick the new filter inside here. And then put the cover back on. This is the end. this goes. Goes on top like this, comme ça. You gotta remember how this bracket goes. Took this off yesterday, so it's not fresh in my mind. I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna hand tighten everything for now. This going on something like this. Something like this. A little bracket that protects your filter, I guess, and mounts it to the engine. And then we got another screw that goes, which is hard to get to, but I get it. Just gotta find my adapter I had yesterday. There it went. And of course, everything's Japanese, so you gotta use a 10mm. Where is? Alright, I think I got it started. My damn adapter for my drill. Now I gotta find that. Alright, I found my drill adapter with my extension. I was sitting on it. Imagine that. So, if you're a dumbass and don't know how to operate a drill, I wouldn't recommend using a drill for these type of projects. But I mean, I'm a dumbass, but that's all you need. That's it. Done. You don't over tighten shit, you know? And if you know how to use a drill, you'll be alright. But if you, like I said, if you're a dumbass, don't use this for this job. That's it. Fuel filter's mounted. Everything's plugged back in. And you're ready to go. Just got to tighten these bad boys up. Just a little bit of persuasion. Good to go. Yep. It's all good to go. This needs to go back in here. Alright, so I got the fuel filters back in. It's trying to follow me, this damn thing. And yeah, all I gotta do is put gas in it, and hopefully it works. Now I'm in the process of installing this C-Pro automatic bilge switch. And yeah, I think I found the bilge pump wire. So basically all I got to do is take your positive wire, cut the positive wire going to the bilge pump, which if you look way down in there somewhere, you might be able to see it. The bilge pump is there. So I think this is the wires going to the bilge pump. And I'm trying to figure out which, normally your brown is your positive, but I got two browns and a black. Why? I don't know. It's not an automatic bilge. Maybe it was at one time, but now I gotta figure out what wires I gotta cut. There's the positive, which there's a brown, just a solid brown, and then you got a brown with a red stripe. So I hope you can see that, but this one's a brown with a red stripe. So I gotta cut one of these two, which I'm gonna figure it out. And then I gotta tie the positive to the switch. And this switch is actually just a sensor. So when the water hits here, hits this sensor, the bilge pump will kick on. When it gets to the low sensor, the bilge pump will kick off. And there's a 3-second delay just in case you got some water sloshing around in your bilge area. It won't just kick on and off because there's a 3-second delay. The water's got to sit above this high level mark for at least 3 seconds before it kicks on and off. So it's a pretty simple installation, you would think, right? All right, look at this. Look at that mess right there. I had to pull all the switches off the switch panel. I'll pull that off, and then all of these wires were already disconnected, so yeah, I gotta figure out where all of that goes. None of this is labeled, but I do know where the bilge pump is. So I got the floor bilge here, and coming off of there, this wire I got my finger on is a brown with a black stripe, but that should be your positive going back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the one with the brown with the black stripe, and we're gonna hope it works. We're gonna test it, and I'm gonna check the voltage and everything else, so we'll see how it goes. And what I did was I took one end of the automatic bilge switch, tied it into the positive coming from the switch on the dash, and then the black wire goes to the positive on the bilge pump way down there. So in order to test it, I'm just going to test it. The bilge pump is mounted down there. The bilge pump switch is on, so that stays on all the time because now you got an automatic bilge. Before I didn't have one. So we're going to test this sensor, which it does say we got a 3-second delay, and the bilge area is down there, and we're going to see how it works. I'm just going to stick it in this bucket of water. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's the pump. Look at that. Yeah, she works. I just wanted to test it out before I mount it way down there, and I got any issues. I didn't want to have to go down there. So yeah, cool. So now I got an automatic bilge, fresh fuel filters. We're gonna put fresh gas in it, and then we're gonna take it for a test ride. We're gonna test out the automatic bilge, see how it works. I got a hose right here, and I'm gonna fill up the hatch. I'm gonna fill up the bilge area, and let's see if it kicks on. That's it, guys. It's working. That's how it should have been working when I bought the boat, but of course they didn't have one. So in just a couple of seconds, it should be kicking off. Now the boat will stay afloat. Not only that, I got another one that I'm going to install as a backup, just in case. But I didn't get to that yet. I still want to go run it. So I'm going to do that later on. There it is. She kicked off. So that'll keep the boat on top of the water. That's what we want. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. We're going frogging tonight. We might take y'all along with us. Here's my mud boat. Here's my little mud boat. It's a little Kirk's mud boat. Small. A little 2-man mud boat, but I could fit 3 in here if I wanted to. This is the 3 lights that I got on front. I forget where I got them from, but there's some pretty badass lights. I got them working off of a 24 volt lithium battery, which that was originally was supposed to fit up in this hatch right here, but it didn't fit, so I had to mount it right there. But I got 2 other batteries that will fit that I'm gonna parallel together, 2 smaller 12 volts, but I didn't get around to doing it yet, but that's good for now. So yeah, and then over here is my little go-getter, what I do everything in: crab, shrimp, haul wood to the camp when I'm working on it. And this slab right here is for a shed. I'll have a shed within the next couple of months, an RV shed. And I don't have my RV here yet. Right now it's in Cocodrie, and I'll be pulling it back whenever I get the shed built. The shed should be up in around June area, mid-June maybe. So I'll video doing that as well. This slab is 130 by 45. The building is going to be 40 by 60 by 16 with two 14 by 14 roll-up doors in the front, and 1 walk-through in the front, and then I'm gonna have a roll-up door towards the back over here as well. There's gonna be a roll-up door here, and this is where I can haul things in and out, from this shed to this shed. And then I'll have a walk-through door right here as well. So the camper will be sitting right here. You can see the sewer for the camper. It's gonna have full hookups, and yeah, still got some work to do. I gotta do the electrical work. I'm gonna pull the electrical. This is for the electrical. So I gotta do all the electrical. This is the plumbing. I gotta tie in water line here, and I got a water line running underneath here, and all the way on the other corner over there. So it'll be pretty nice once it's done. And I'll have my own shop where I can keep all my toys. And I got another boat at my mama's shed. So I got 4 boats, and I just don't have anywhere to put them. So I'm building a place to put them. And then I'll have all my carport back over here, which is going to be really nice. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Peace. Y'all stay salty.
Remembering every page of my innocence, wishing I could go back when I was wild and free as the Mississippi, playing in the sugar cane. A part of me is gone, I don't know when it slipped away. I guess I left it in Louisiana, blowing in the wind, hiding in the quarter. Gotta get back there again, to the sweet sound of the bayou. Let it wash right over me, make me whole again. Bring back that missing